and welcome to the weekend shave. Can't wait. How are you? You alright? Right, what are we using today? I'm going to go back to my roots a bit. I'm going to use, it's going to be I like the weekend shave to be sometimes a bit special, but sometimes just the old way. Nothing elaborate, nothing fancy, just a good old-fashioned shave. And I'm going to be using the good old faithful Merkur Futur. This is in brushed steel. Two-piece razor. Head comes off, and I'm using a Personna red in this, and this is its third use for this blade. And because of that, I'm using this on setting, the highest setting, the most aggressive setting, number 6. Now, it's one of those razors, it's a unique razor, it is a heavy razor, bulky, some people find it slippy, all sorts of things. It takes some getting used to actually. It's a unique razor, really uncomparable to any other. It's its own, you know, it's like they made this razor then broke the mold after. And I suppose you either like it or you hate it. I love it, but I can adjust, as I've said in many videos. If you come into the bathroom with the razor you're using in mind, don't compare it, don't think of it as, oh, that's not as good as this razor or that razor, and you should be okay really. What soap we're using? Well, we're going back to the old Derby soap. I've taken it out of its wrapper, and I'm going to dip this, I've not soaked it, I'm going to dip this in water and apply it to my face. Then I'm going to use the Semogue 830 to lather up, and we'll get going. So dip that in the water, and then the whiskers should, as you can see, start to gather. Dip it again. You can do it all sorts of ways. I like to lather up the brush off here sometimes. Just a change, just a different change. So have you had a good week? Are you having a good weekend? I hope so. I've been looking forward to this. Been reading all the comments. I love it. I love hearing people what they've used and what they enjoy. And do you know what's nice for me is how much inspiration some people get from these videos in shaving, in order to try de-shaving if they haven't done, or they get help in one way or another from these videos, you know, just some advice. And as you know, I'm not an expert at it. It's we're all learning, I think, but even as we keep going over the years. But it's nice to know that people get something from them. So as you can see, so this is wet, but it's not dripping. Let's see what happens. A miracle, that's what happens. And if you wanted this now to be a bit, if you think, oh, that's a bit thick for me, you would dip the brush in the water, make it thinner. But as it happens, that's good enough for me. And there is something nice about creating the lather like this. It's something like you went back to your roots. Massage in the face. Semogue 830 Boar brush. I would highly recommend this brush. If you wanted a badger, but you couldn't afford one or whatever, as far as I'm concerned, these are as good as a badger. Now, as they'd say in Yorkshire, well, there's nothing wrong with that, lad. That's terrible, wasn't it? Right. Empty that. Rinse this, and away we go. Okie dokie. As I say, Merkur Futur. It's on setting number 6, a very aggressive razor. It's only as aggressive as you let it be though, really, because if you're light on the touch, it won't harm you at all. No irritation. I'll do this bit now. Now, some people actually struggle with getting that bit there. But I don't, I just gently ease it. And I'll show you after how I get that perfect sort of finish just under the nostril. Very gently. Listen to that audio feedback. Perfection. Rinse it out. Make sure it's clean. There we go. And then what I'm going to do now is dip this under the tap quickly. Just a quick, see that? It's dripping. And you'll see what happens. It's nothing, as I say, this soap is a fantastic soap, like Arko, and for me it's a slightly nicer scent. Not that Arko's bad, but it's a slightly nicer scent, and it's just that soapy scent, if that makes sense. Just a normal, bog standard scent what people would have used. No fuss. No messing about. Very happy with that. Right, across the growth now. Gently across here. Good slickness. And then across this side. It's nice to hear a lot of people having some nice shaves and finding certain blades work in certain razors which they've used for years, and then they come across a razor with a certain blade on a certain setting and they say, you know, all their troubles are over, they're getting these fantastic shaves, which makes it even more enjoyable. irritation at all. Right, for the last pass, I'm going to dip the soap. I'm going to go over it again because it needs a bit more. Probably would get away with what's on the brush, but there's no need to lack. You may as well enjoy yourself. That's enough. There we go. And it's not messy. Not messy at all. Just to let you know, I'll put a bit, some people like a lot of water, so I've put a good bit of water. But it's not dripping, but see what happens. Just that lovely soapy latherness. Oof, lovely. Look at that. Smell that, eh? Nothing fancy, just soapy luxuriousness. There's a new word for you. And don't forget, when you're having a shave, air out all your worries and have a chat with yourself. Any problems anyway, sort them out in the bathroom. And then somebody will come to the door. Who are you talking to? No one. Right, against the growth, very lightly. Just enjoy yourself, your time, innit? These are not expensive soaps, and yet they give a good performance, if you like, during the shave, and a good slickness or film is left on the skin. Which is invisible to the naked eye, but you can feel it there as soon as you apply the razor, which is good. Now we're going to come to this across first, and then we gently twist. Now here, under this nostril, if you want to get that, sometimes you get it rough and you think, oh, it doesn't quite got there. This is how I do it. Top lip down and gently and then feel lovely, gone. No irritation then. And same the other side. Start sideways and then gently turn up. And then get that bit under the nostril. And feel it. Lovely. Oh, very slight pickups. Which is lovely, lovely jubbly. Listen to me. Tulips from Amsterdam. From Mrs. H. Lovely. Thank you very much. Stars of the show now. I'm very sorry about that. Good grief, nearly the end of this. Look at that. Didn't feel it neither. However, it's on its most aggressive setting. And that's with light touch, that is. Smooth, lovely, that is. That's just a, well, it's not a cut, as you can see, it's just a, right, rinse off, and then you can feel the slickness of the soap when you rinse off. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, that feels good. Right then, Thayers Lemon Witch Hazel. And actually, Thayers commented on one of my Instagram pictures, I think. See that there? Some people get a pen on that. It's just a slight off the skin. It's not a dig or a cut. But this Thayers Witch Hazel put it over. It won't stop it, but it'll soothe it. Right. Oh, that is lovely. Then, oh, that's lovely, lovely. Proves you're human. Keep it going. That's good. That reminds you of your dad. Because my dad would have been. All Seasons Lemon Cologne. Fantastic stuff. Tingly, tingly, but that's good. You want that? Oh, come on, get the old lemon zestness from that. God, blimey, come on, come on. He's having a Sunday like this. Nobody has a Sunday like a DE shaver. And then we're going back to the classic Arko to lock in all that moisture. Now don't worry, see that? You should have a septic pen really if it keeps going like that, but don't worry. Didn't feel that neither. Them are the worst ones, I think. But this, well, it's a good way of showing you if you don't have a septic pen or an Allen block, just rub in. If I'm going somewhere, I would probably treat it, but as you can see, it tends to work. So I tell you what, the combination of that soap, witch hazel, cologne and this cream leaves a lovely, oh, like a citrusy, scenty sort of thing. It still lingers. It's lovely, that. Very pleased. So see how that's stopped now? So don't panic. Right. So that is it. So we'll go over now what we've used. Good old Merkur Futur 2-piece razor, adjustable 1 to 6 settings, 6 being the most aggressive, which I've used today. And that blade is a third time use. Whether I'll use a fourth, maybe in another razor, because that was smooth. There's no irritation, no drag, anything. It went through like butter. I've said it before, you could put a piece of paper in a Merkur Futur and you'd have a good shave. It's a unique razor. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Well, proof's in the pudding. Look at that. Lovely smooth shave. Personna red blade it was. Used the Derby soap. Wet my face. Didn't soak the soap. Applied it. And there was enough on the brush for 2 passes. Then I decided to add another layer for the last pass. Bit of water to the brush. Semogue 830, as always, works a treat. And it's just lovely. Something about creating a lather. It's like cooking a meal when you've done it yourself and you have a good result. It makes it better, special somehow. I know I'm talking rubbish. Then rinsed off with water. We used the Thayers Lemon Witch Hazel, and I was saying on Instagram they because I used one of their products, they could see it in the picture, they liked it. So it proves that these companies do watch videos and Instagram and all these media formats, don't they? So, and then after I rinsed off with that, I used the All Seasons Lemon Cologne, fantastic stuff, and then put the moisture back in and protection with the Arko Classic cream. Thick cream, needs a bit of massaging in, and it's worth it though, because you're special. Look at that. So how do you fancy joining me for Sunday lunch? Yeah? I'll get the big table out. How many was it? 300? God, don't tell her that, she'll panic. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have some fantastic shaves, having a great weekend, and I hope you have a fantastic week until I see you for the midweek shave. So that's it from the bathroom and from the tulips of Amsterdam.